Hey guys, welcome back to Premier League predictions. Double match week because next weekend I can't do as I'll be away. So starting with the weekend coming up, we start at the Emirates for Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. I think Arsenal will obviously want to bounce straight back from that very late defeat to Liverpool. And I think Nottingham Forest will give them a challenge. But I think Arsenal will win 3-1. Bournemouth against Brighton. The international break came at a bad time for Brighton, and probably also for Bournemouth to be fair, because of the momentum both teams would have had from their results would have been at a good level. However, you got to start again after every international break. I'm going to say Bournemouth 2, Brighton 2. On to Palace against Sunderland. If this was at Sunderland, I'd say closer, but this is at Selhurst Park. Sunderland have proven they will struggle away this season. Crystal Palace 3-0 against Sunderland. Everton against Aston Villa. Well, Everton have opened up their home campaign fantastically when they beat Brighton. Aston Villa have been struggling this season a bit. I think Everton will get 3 more points. 2-1 Everton. On to Fulham against Leeds at the Cottage. I think home advantage. And yeah, you got to win these games if you're Fulham. 2-0 Fulham. West Ham against Spurs. Well, West Ham were doing rubbish until they played Nottingham Forest. Then they showed a bit of character. Now, has that international break come at a really bad time for West Ham? Or can they come back from that international break with even more energy, with more determination or belief, more to the point, where they can show what they are capable of? They will, but I have to say, I think Spurs will have slightly too much. West Ham 1, Spurs 2. On to Brentford against Chelsea. I'm sorry, Brentford, but you let good players go. And when you let good players go and you don't have any replacements, you will struggle. And Chelsea will have a spark. Brentford 0, Chelsea 3. On to Super Sunday with Burnley against Liverpool. Liverpool will, Burnley this season, home and away, will struggle. Liverpool will show what they are capable of this game for sure. Burnley 0, Liverpool 4. On to Man City against Man U, the Manchester derby. Look, Man City have been struggling this season for their standards. Man United, low point obviously so far, was going out of the League Cup to Grimsby of League 2. But United have got a goalkeeper issue, but United are an issue as a club for themselves. So yeah, no, 2-1 Man City. On to my Matchday 5 predictions. We start with the Merseyside derby at Anfield. Everton might be doing it at home, but it's away the biggest challenge now. And Anfield, Liverpool will be buzzing. New signings, what's the result against Arsenal? And I expect them to keep it on going. And obviously, yeah, falling at Burnley. So yeah, as my prediction before this week of predictions. So yeah, no, 3-1 Liverpool. On to Brighton against Spurs. I think Brighton will show what they showed against Man City. I actually think Brighton will also get a win here at the Amex. Brighton 2, Spurs 1. On to Burnley against Nottingham Forest. I think Nottingham Forest have too much for Burnley. 3-0 Nottingham Forest. They'll show what they can do. And yeah. On to West Ham against Crystal Palace. Again, West Ham will show that character they showed against Nottingham Forest against Crystal Palace. And I do fancy West Ham to actually win this. 2-1 West Ham against Crystal Palace. Wolves against Leeds. Well, look, I think we all know that Wolves are struggling. Leeds obviously trying to adapt life back in the Premier League. 2-2. Man United against Chelsea. I think Chelsea can have a party time at Old Trafford. I really think they will. Give United a reality check. 3-0 Chelsea at Old Trafford is a wild prediction, but it's a prediction. On to Fulham against Brentford in a South West London derby. I think Brentford will show character and want to make it close. Keep it close as much as possible. Be going for a draw. Fulham later on will nick it 2-1. 2-1 Fulham. On to Sunday. You start with Bournemouth against Newcastle. Look, Bournemouth will make it tough for Newcastle for sure, but Newcastle will be just that slightly bit more clinical and win 2-1 at Bournemouth. Sunderland against Aston Villa. I think, Sunderland will really make as much as they can of this game against a very good Aston Villa side. Sunderland has shown home atmosphere this season what they are capable of. And 2-2. There you go, 2-2 between Sunderland and Aston Villa. On to Arsenal against Man City. Is this another battle for second place? Or even the title, if Liverpool were to falter at all? 3-2 Arsenal is my prediction. 3-2 Arsenal. Thanks for watching my Premier League predictions. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please like, share and follow. Until next time, I'm out. Bye. Thanks.